Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie, and I'm doing a little bit different setup today. I really wanted to highlight some of the cards, and I'm recording at a time where this just works out better for me because I have a lot going on. So we're really going to show you the cards and give you a nice, relaxing backdrop to enjoy. I recommend getting as comfortable as possible to be able to listen to this reading and absorb all of the meaning and the messages that will be included. These are timeless readings, so whenever you come across this reading is exactly when you were meant to. And also keep in mind they're general readings, so take only what resonates and leave the rest. Most of you know that I have a large description for each video, so you can browse that at your leisure as well. I would like to welcome all my new subscribers and to thank you for being here. To those of you who have been with me on the journey, I so appreciate you. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and get a friend on board. I do lots of live readings too, which are fun, and I do live Q&A, so I would love to see you guys there. Let's get into your reading. We're going to start off with a card from the Tarot of Enchanted Dreams here. This is going to be a significator card for you, Scorpio. And what this means, it's very much like overall energy, but it's a significant energy for what you might be going through right now. And oh boy, we have the Six of Pentacles. Nice. It was interesting because the latest Cancer reading, they got the Ace of Pentacles. So maybe our water signs are working out some things in the physical world right now. Now, this beautiful card has butterflies, which represent transformation. And we also have the scales being shown here. So we're getting a bit of a Libra vibe for you here, Scorpio. Balancing things out. This looks to be like the coins are being balanced. And on one side, we have 4 coins, and on the other side, 2. And that indicates to me that there may be some financial situations or possibly a work situation that is out of balance at the moment, or something that you're trying to get into balance somehow. 6s are a number of accomplishment, success, and celebration. So I do have the tendency to say that you're probably going to be able to balance this out. You're probably going to be able to work things out, but there are some transformative energies and maybe some things that need to change. Some money that needs to change hands, perhaps. For some of you, this could be having your physical health feel out of balance as well. We are dealing with pentacles here. We are dealing with the earthy energies. So something is a bit off, and we're going to see if we can dig in and see what that is. I'm going to pull some cards for your energy from the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith, and we're going to get you 3 cards, and I just want to see what's going on. What's going on with this Six of Pentacles? We will definitely look at someone else's energy and how those energies mingle are affecting you right now, but we're doing things a little differently. So I wanted the focus to be more on you. So let's see what we got here. The 4 of Pentacles. More pentacles. The Strength card. What else for Scorpio, please? What else is going on here with the 6 of Pentacles? The 2 of Cups. It's very interesting that you got the 4 of Pentacles and that there's 4 pentacles on one side of the scale here. I think for some of you, you are really trying to hold on to savings or an investment. There is some sort of money that you don't want to tap into, that you don't want to have to use unless it's maybe like an emergency. So for some of you, this is a card that represents maybe having to go into savings or having to cash out an investment when really you want to try to hold on to this. This can also represent a bit of fear or a bit of scarcity mentality that some of you might be going through. Now, the scarcity mentality can really sneak up in ways that are not so obvious. It really sneaks up out of the subconscious at times, and I think some of you might be dealing with that. So it may not be something that's on the surface. You might seem to be doing well, with an abundant kind of outlook, or you think you have an abundant outlook consciously, but subconsciously there's something, maybe a wound from the past or something you saw your parents deal with that has you holding on more tightly. I'm wondering too, for others of you who this might be a physical physical health situation, if you're holding on to a habit or something unhealthy that you need to let go of, that you need to kind of release control around. Some of you may be trying to control your emotional state through the use of food. That is very common, actually, especially amongst intuitive and sensitive water signs, because of the level of emotions that you're able to feel and process so deeply. You can end up relying on unhealthy habits to cope with the levels of emotions that you're dealing with. Now, this is the major arcana coming up. I will say I feel like we're dealing with mostly minor arcana, so I feel like this is a phase maybe that is going to pass. Not maybe. I do feel like it's a phase that's going to pass for most of you, but it's going to take strength to love yourself enough, to prioritize your value enough, to dedicate enough time and energy to yourself in this matter. And it really is going to take time and energy, y'all. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's going to take time and energy for you to focus on yourself here. We're dealing with a lot of pentacles, and we have the strength card showing up, meaning that it's time for you to be strong. It's time for you to prioritize yourself, your self-worth, your value. It's time for you to uncover and heal up some of these more subtle, subconscious scarcity mentality kind of issues that are going on here. I think it feels bigger to you than it really is. And I want to acknowledge that. I want to validate your feeling there. I think this particular energy has the tendency to sprout up from your subconscious and make you feel like it's bigger than it is, but it's not. You actually have the power to tame this energy. As the character here, she is taming the lion. She is closing the mouth. The lion is trying to open up, and that scarcity is trying to open up and cause a lot of fear in you, try to intimidate you. You may have watched parents. I keep getting parents for some of you go through a difficult phase or time in life where money was really scarce or resources were really scarce. This is a real thing that most, I'll say, people deal with, but it's not given attention, right? Except by us. It's not given attention in the media. It's the 1% that's highlighted. It's all these kind of fake good stories you hear. Not enough of the true challenges and rising to the occasion. You have to go and look for that stuff where people overcome great challenges. But this is what you're going through here. I do think it feels bigger than it is. And I do want to acknowledge and validate your emotions here as it's okay. It's valid. It's absolutely all right for you to feel this way. This particular phase does involve some sort of partnership or some way that you are connecting with your partner in this manner. Maybe the two of you actually share some of the subconscious scarcity mindset / wounding from the past or from your upbringings. And despite that, I do feel a loving energy between you and someone else, possibly someone has helped you out or supported you emotionally. For those of you who are dealing with a health matter, I think you have found a healthcare practitioner that you can work really well with. Again, this is maybe the minor arcana card of the Lovers, right? So for some of you, it's an intimate relationship, but for others of you, I think this represents a partnership, a health coach or a health professional that really understands and really empathizes with your situation and maybe with how the stress of this is affecting your body. You could be working with a person who is more holistic in nature, or you're finding the information you need to find. If you're not working with someone directly, the information that you need, the helpful information about your health, about this financial situation, it's crossing your path, maybe like on social media or something of that nature. Okay, I want to get into, because I really think what you're dealing with may not be even another person, but it's this scarcity energy. And again, like I said, it's very subtle. It's like coming up out of the subconscious. On the surface, I think if I looked at you, I would say, oh, they're doing fine. And it's not because you're putting on some sort of false good face or something like that, like we're going to pretend like everything's okay. No, I think it has to do with that's who you really are consciously. And we have a subconscious wound here that's coming up. So I want to get a couple cards to represent that, please. We're going to go with this Rider-Waite again. What is this subconscious wounding for Scorpio? How did this come about? What's going on here? Oh, very interesting. So we have two cards here. We have the Three of Cups and the Emperor. So the Emperor to me in this particular reading is representing masculine or father energy. I think this is a father energy. This may be where this subconscious wound stems from. I think maybe there was for some of you an indication growing up where you did have to pretend like everything's okay. When you were out and about, when you were going to church, everything's fine. There's only love here. Everything's great. Yeah, we're offering our cups up to one another. I think there was kind of this hazy, translucent, false energy overlaying this particular Three of Cups energy, coming from, though, issues to do with the father energies. This could be a father who struggled to keep a job, who maybe bounced from job to job. This could be a father who was bringing in money and bringing in a living, but at a cost of dealing with his energy, dealing with his overbearing, overpowering energy. So yeah, he may have kept the house together. Yeah, he may have kept the money flowing in, but the blocks here are showing me around social interactions, around friendships, possibly a controlling masculine energy or father type of energy coming in here. So it's very interesting. Again, very subtle. I'm not even sure if this father energy was very aware of, maybe he lacked some emotional support and validation in the mind of you as a child. That support of the finances, of the stability of keeping the house, the home together, financially speaking, got a little imbalanced here. There was this feeling of like, okay, he's doing that, but it's at the sacrifice of our emotions, how we feel, maybe the women of the household. We could be looking at sisters here, a group of sisters, or the female line, the maternal lineage here. There's a bit of a clash here. Again, I think good faces were put forth, kind of like, no offense to our baby boomers, but just, always pretending like everything's okay when it's not okay. And what was being shown to the community, to the world outside looked great, but behind the scenes, this particular character, this masculine energy, did not hold space for those emotional energies. That's where this subconscious pattern comes from, with scarcity, because there's a belief of, even when the money is there, it comes at the cost of the emotions and the partnership kind of energies. On the other hand, I think this particular subconscious energy has the potential to carry you into some new dynamics. Like I said, maybe you and your partner both had tricky situations with father energy growing up, or the masculine energy is in some way wounded or set back here, or in one way it looks great and like everything's being provided for except the emotional support and energy. And so there's this skewed relationship that when money and everything comes in, it's going to be kind of under the thumb, kind of tight. It's going to be a tight grip of this kind of controlling energy here of the Emperor. Stability, but control. Very interesting. Let's find out for you, Scorpio. How can Scorpio best navigate and transmute this subconscious pattern of energy, this grip that they have on scarcity, or that abundance comes with control? Yeah, let's see. How can you best navigate this? What's the best message to help you through this? Ooh, very interesting. Remember I said that Cancer, in Cancer's reading, they got the Ace of Pentacles. And here you have it. This is you recognizing that this subconscious pattern, this energy that is out of balance, that may be affecting your financial state or your health, it is a false overlay. All right. And And once you put some time and energy, because I felt that in the beginning too, putting time and energy, the strength card made me really feel like you'll have to invest a little time in healing this pattern. At this point, you're watching this video. If you weren't aware of it before, you're aware of it now. It's going to express differently for different Scorpios. However, this is something that I believe you can clear pretty quickly. And once you do, then there will be this beautiful Ace of Pentacles coming in, whether it be money or a health goal achieved. This feels very much like an achievement on your part, and you'll be able to add a pentacle to that other side of the Six of Pentacles that's out of balance, and you'll be able to balance it out even further. And then as you keep working on it, maybe another pentacle will come in and you can balance these energies. For some of you, it could be displaying in you and your partner's ability to bring in money together and how you're equalizing that and what you're responsible for in the household. That may shift a little. Maybe one of you is going to have some success while the other is struggling, or vice versa. So this is going to take some work. This is going to take some time, some energy. It's going to take you really going into this subconscious energy pattern that I think comes from childhood and father energies here. I want to get a little deeper into that because now I see that there is something that's going to come through for you. But I want to get a few more cards for you of exactly how can you best initiate the transmutation of these energies. The Ace of Pentacles is a starting card, so that's a bit of an initiation there. Is there anything else Scorpio needs to know about initiating or even following through with this energy in order to transform this pattern permanently? Let's take a look here. Two major arcana cards have come up, and I think this is probably one of the best messages for you. Blaze, thank you. So back to you, Scorpio, from Blazer's little interlude there. He's still a little hyped up, but you've got the Chariot and the Hermit here. This is Cancerian and Virgo energy combined. I really think that this time and energy that you're going to put into transmuting this is going to jumpstart some activity in your life. And it's going to be very interesting. I think that it's going to be uncomfortable at times. I think that there may be some ups and downs with feeling like you're losing control with the Chariot here coming in. Because the Chariot itself is about forward momentum, but it can also be about firm control. And with the Emperor being a part of the wounding, I think some of your own controlling issues may be revealed in all of this. I think if you nurture and love yourself through it, because guess what? You were just doing what you learned from the masculine or the father energy that was present when you were younger. That's honestly what you've done. And so, of course, as you're transmuting this and you begin to work with it, there's going to be certain control issues that come up in your life. Could be around finances with your partner here. Maybe some communication. This chariot would have us acknowledge that limited thinking gets us nowhere. That will stop the momentum. The Hermit, on the other hand, the Hermit is introspective, reflective energy. You have to listen to your own true voice in all of this. So you've got the voice of the wound, that subconscious pattern or wounding, and then you've got your own true voice. And I think that's what the Hermit represents here. He holds a wand to support him on his journey, holds a light to be able to see the dangers or the sneaky little subconscious patterns that would come in our path and how those might affect us. There are some defense mechanisms, I think, that you have arranged as a result of this subconscious pattern. But you are Scorpio, and Scorpio can go deep and they can get at the root of things. Maybe you might need a little alone time or some of your own private space to navigate some of these energies, to nurture and honor yourself and have a little bit of forgiveness, because I think this has played out in your life in a bit of a detrimental way at times. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It actually feels like at times that this energy that has affected you has caused you to be a bit anywhere from stingy about resources and money or even holding back on like what your body needs for its ultimate health, it's kept you from making those moves. So you may need a little bit of time to yourself to really go deep into these energies. This is what I really love about your reading here, is that you are showing me your willingness to tackle a difficult situation and go deep into excavating the root of it. With most of the energies coming up until we got these Chariot and the Hermit, right? When we had the Strength card here. These are minor energies, so it's this particular phase of these energies that's going to help you be strong enough to go through this. For whatever reason, right now is the right timing for you to go through this. I don't think maybe you would have had the strength before, you wouldn't have had the partnership of someone supportive in your life before, or the healthcare professional. Something feels like it's clicked into place, and therefore now you can deal with this subconscious pattern. And honestly, no one does subconscious depth better than Scorpio. I know you'll dig deep and you'll excavate the roots of this, and you're going to balance out your health or your financial situation probably better than most. Scorpio, let's close off your reading. I have a few things. We're going to go to a card from the Moonology Oracle here. So just a final message for Scorpio to assist them in this journey of excavating this subconscious pattern harmoniously and joyfully. Let's do it harmoniously and joyfully, because we know you're going deep. Yes, Scorpio, you got some Capricorn energy. Your hard work is paying off. And this is a new moon in Capricorn, a dark moon. This is that shadow subconscious energy. But with your hard work on this and your attention on this, the light is going to begin to peer through the other side. This is the goat. This is that goat fish energy. So not only is it the greatest of all time, right? It flows. The hard work creates the momentum. I really feel like this Capricorn energy, it's the opposite to Cancer, which is the Chariot card here, but it's just what you need. You do need action around this. That's where the Strength card comes in, of like taming this and then taking the aligned action. And that's where this Capricorn energy is coming in. I don't think it's going to be the easiest thing in the world, because this is a very, what do I want to call it, sophisticated subconscious pattern that has some depth to it, that has some effect on you. And it has for a long time, since childhood. But this is going to pay off. That's why you get that Ace of Pentacles there too. These energies are coming in, and they're going to be for your benefit ultimately. You're going to get through this. I think all of the right energies are coming together for you to line up quite nicely, but you're going to have to do the work. And that's just the reality of it. Let's also get you a rune. I have one of my rune sets here with the Viking wheel on top and these beautiful runes on the side. I believe I got this one on Etsy, where I get all my rune sets. So it's made by an artist, an artisan. I'm going to put that over there because it's so pretty. We're going to pull one out and see highest and best rune message and symbol for Scorpio, this one here. And before I turn it over, I do want to mention these are the runes of the Elder Futhark, okay? And what that means is they are of Norse and Old Germanic heritage. That does not mean that you have to be Norse or Germanic and have that kind of ancestry in order to learn from the runes. But you can also explore and investigate your particular culture and your indigenous cultures, runes, symbols, languages that will help reveal. So Scorpio, you got Suvilu, and it's spelled Sowilo. This is the rune representing the sun, So when the ancestors spoke of Suvilu, this was about success, the sun. Remember I said the sixes, you got the Six of Pentacles, it's about success. Success is implied here in your reading. Strength also, yes, to overcome that Leo energy, that strength, which Leo energy is also connected to the sun, I might add. But this is about the ability to achieve your goals. It can be a symbol of partnership, which you got with the Two of Cups. Like I said, I feel like something has lined up for you partnership-wise. It's about your journey. It's about transformation. It's about the use of power. And for you in particular, I'm getting the power of the subconscious energies. Once you excavate this little problem that you have here, this little scarcity mindset issue that you have, which you are going to do. By the way, you didn't come here to suffer. You didn't come here to live a life of lack. You came here to thrive. You came here to grow and evolve. It was something that was impressed upon you as a child. You're only a victim to that, however, if you carry on in those energies as an adult. You can set yourself free here. Suvilu is positive change. Good health. Yay! For those of you maybe dealing with some health matters, this is a turn in the right direction, victory and wholeness in matters of health. So Suvilu, and it kind of looks like an S with points. And if we turn it on its side, there's been some downs, but after each down is an up, right? So this is about you navigating and trusting that success is implied here, and it will be a part of your journey here, Scorpio. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. I so appreciate your comments. Be sure to drop a like on this video, and I look forward to seeing you at the next one.